Okay, here we go. Sopranos, let's start with you. Repeat after me. As long as tall oak trees
As long as oak trees
touch the deep blue sky,
touch the deep blue sky.
Okay, enough of that. Look, we need to talk about the choir show.
We are really sorry, but this year we can't. We just can't.
But we have to.
Screw the virus.
You're muted, Mr. Lip.
There's no such thing as a remote musical.
Then we'll invent one.
Screw the virus.
Hunter! What, you're gonna sing and dance in your bedrooms?
I mean, we've done worse.
Screw the virus.
It's not possible, people. There are only so many ways to put on a show.
Then you've never seen our way.
Screw
the
virus.
virus.
Pour the pirate sherry, fill the pirate glass. And to make us more than merry, let the pirate bumper pass.
For today our pirate apprentice rises from indentures free. Strong his arm and keen his sentence, he's a pirate now indeed.
Here's good luck to Frederick's ventures, Frederick's out of his indentures.
22 now he's rising, and alone he's fit to fly, which we're bent on signalizing with unusual revelry.
Here's good luck to Frederick's ventures, Frederick's out of his indentures. Pour the pirate sherry, fill the pirate glass, and to make us more than merry, let the pirate bumper pass.
Yes, Freddie, as your pirate king, I declare that today you rank as a full-blown member of our band.
Hurrah!
Thank you, boss. Really. As a pirate king, you've been a wicked good mentor. No lie. But I gotta be straight with you, boss.
You're straight with everybody all the time, Freddie. It's one of your most annoying characteristics.
I know, but I have to tell you, now that my apprenticeship is officially over, I'm out of here.
Out of here? But Freddie, how can you jump ship with that hair, that eyeliner. You're a natural.
I can't argue about that. I am great at this job, but I never wanted to be a pirate. I stayed around because I was, under contract until my 21st birthday.
You're telling me that you don't really believe in marauding anymore? You're just here out of a sense of duty?
The truth? I'm not a big pillager. In fact, I wouldn't even be here if someone had screwed up big time.
What does this mean?
Look, I don't want to diss anyone in particular, but my nanny, Ruth, signed me up for this janky apprenticeship by mistake. To be fair, she stuck it out with me all these years, but it's still her fault. Isn't it, Ruth?
Ah, dear Frederick, how sweet of you to wait until the last day of your servitude to throw me under the bus. But alas, I do deserve the blame. Do you mind if I explain it to the boys? When Frederick was a little lad, he proved so brave and daring. His father thought he'd prentice him to some career seafaring. I was, alas, his nursery maid, and so it fell to my lot to take and bind this promising boy apprentice to a pilot. A life not bad for a hardy lad, though surely not a high lot. Though I warn us, you might do worse and make your boy a pilot. I was a stupid nursery maid on breakers always steering, and I did not catch the word aright for being hard of hearing, mistaking my instructions with which in my brain did gyrate. I took and bound this promising boy apprentice to a pirate. A sad mistake it is to make and doom him to a pilot. I want him to a pirate, you, instead of to a pilot. I soon found out beyond all doubt the scope of this disaster, but I didn't haste to return to my place and break it to my master. A nursery maid is not afraid of what you people call work, so I made up my mind to go as a kind of piratical maid of all work. And that is how you find me now, a member of your Charlotte, which you wouldn't have found had he been bound apprentice to a pilot. Oh, pardon, Frederick, pardon. The two words were so much alike.
Oh, get up, Ruth. Don't be a drama queen. Now that I'm finally turned 21, I'm completely over it.
Are you sure, Frederick?
Let's just say the good news is, no matter what a waste of time this apprenticeship has been, I've done my duty.
You have, dear boy. But does that mean there's bad news as well?
The bad news is, now that I'm no longer a pirate, I'm going to have to do my duty all over again.
What duty is that, Frederick?
I feel duty bound now to turn my homies into the cops.
Rat out the entire crew? How nobly tragic of you, Frederick.
Tell me about it. I love these guys, Ruth. Every wild and crazy one of them. But as a young man with my righteous sensibilities, it's the only move. I just hope you can feel me, fellas.
Poor lad.
Poor lad.
Poor lad. Poor lad.
We hear you, Freddie, and we know a man's got to do what a man's got to do. Right, boys?
Right. Oh, well, we're not the sharpest tools in the shed anyway, Freddie. We haven't stolen a treasure in years.
I noticed, and honestly, it's pretty easy to explain why. But now that I'm not a pirate anymore, I really can't.
Well, sure you can. It's only 11:30, and you don't technically turn into a non-criminal until the clock strikes 12.
Oh, that's right, Freddy. You're still one of us, bro. Tell us, why are we such failures?
Huh?
Here,
Here.
Okay, listen up. There's only one reason you lovable boneheads are such lousy looters.
Just one. That's amazeballs. What is it?
You're pushovers.
Pushovers?
Way too nice. You fall for anybody with a good sob story. And your biggest weakness is that you love orphans.
Well, duh, Freddy. That's because every pirate in our band is an orphan. We just identify with our victims.
Exactamundo. That kind of empathy is a deal killer. Word gets out that you're soft on orphans, and pretty sure everybody you're about to rob has lost their parents. The last 3 ships we tried to plunder, think about it, all orphans.
But Freddy, there are peeps. What choice do we have?
I feel you, dude. I really do. Right up until 12 o'clock. Then, I gotta turn you in.
And what about me, dear Freddy? Are you leaving behind your loving nanny too?
No, not a chance. She's going with you. In fact, why don't you marry her?
Marry her? But she's the only woman I've seen since I boarded ship as a kid. I mean, is Ruthie even pretty?
Oh, she's a stunner, aren't you, Ruth?
Well, I don't like to say.
And
but...
we did for you. We've never seen another woman like her, Freddy. She's all yours.
What do you say, boys?
Take her!
No kidding. That's good to hear. Okay, I'll take her with me.
Well, it's the top of the tide, and we gotta go. Take care, Freddy. And when you send the cops to get us, tell them to make it as painless as possible, won't you?
Listen, why don't you just come with me and turn yourselves in? You could all get into multi-level marketing or work on Wall Street.
Not a chance, buddy. The only thing worse than stealing money from people illegally is stealing money from people legally. I could never stoop to that. No, Frederick, I shall live and die a pirate king. Oh, better far to live and die under the brave black flag I fly, than play a sanctimonious part with a pirate head and a pirate heart. Away to the cheating world go you, where pirates all are well-to-do. But I'll be pure to the song I sing, and live and die a pirate king. For I am a pirate king. It is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. I am a pirate king. And it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. It is hurrah for the pirate king, hurrah for the pirate king. When I sally forth and seek my prey, I help myself in a royal way. I sink a few more ships, it's true, than a well-bred monarch ought to do. But many a king on his first-class throne, if he wants to call his crown his own, must manage somehow to get through more dirty work than ever I do. For I am a pirate king, and it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. I am a pirate king. Hurrah for the pirate king. It is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. It is hurrah for the pirate king. Hurrah for the pirate king.
for a new life, Frederick?
Ruth, I want to be straight up with you. You can come with me, but I'm not so sure about this marriage thing. I mean, you're 47 and I'm 21. Think about what the tablets can do with that.
Have I taught you nothing of gender discrimination, Frederick? How many 47-year-old men have married 21-year-old women?
All right, but are you sure you're a looker, Ruth?
Are you sure you're a looker, Frederick?
Holy hormones, stop! Do you see that? It's a group of beautiful young women.
Perfect. Just when the plot of this ridiculous script was going my way. Remember, Frederick, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
And they're gorgeous. Ruth, you naughty nanny, you've been gaslighting me. Oh, false one, you had deceived me.
I have deceived you.
Yes, deceived me. You told me you were fair as gold.
And master, am I not so?
And now I see you're plain and old.
I'm sure I'm not a jot so.
Upon my innocence you play.
I'm not the one to plot so.
Your face is lined, your hair is gray.
It's gradually got so.
Faithless woman to deceive me, I who trusted so.
Master, master, do not leave me.
Get out, just go. Now back to these singing beauties. Talk about my lucky day. I need to get cleaned up and see if I can turn one of those lovelies into Mary Treasure.
Climbing over rocky mountains, skipping rivulet and fountain, passing where the willows quiver, passing where the willows quiver by the ever-rolling river, swollen with the summer rain, threading long and leafy mazes, spotted with unnumbered daisies, spotted with unnumbered daisies, scaling rough and rugged passes, climb the hardy little lasses till the bright seashore again. Scaling rough and rugged passes, climb the hardy little lasses till the bright seashore again.
Let us gaily tread our measure, make the most of fleeting pleasure, hail it as our true ally, though it perish by and by.
Hail it as a true ally, though it perish by and by. Every moment brings a treasure of its own especial pleasure, though the moment quickly die. Greet them gaily as they fly.
What a cool cove. Let's take a load off, ladies.
Where's Papa?
I think most of his get up and go finally got up and went.
What do we do until he and the servants get here with lunch?
I say we rip off all these scrunchies and go swimming.
Yes, I love that idea. Let's do it. Oh, it's so hot.
A man.
A man.
I don't mean to kill your buzz, but just so that you know before you take off anything, I am male and I am in the area.
Okay, everybody. Change of plans.
No, listen. I'm just trying to be a stand-up guy. I don't want you to think I'm a stalker, but although full disclosure, I am actually a pirate.
A pirate? A pirate?
Ex-pirate. I'm currently in recovery. In fact, now that I've dumped my nanny, I'm totally available. Here, have a look. No pressure, ladies, but isn't anyone interested?
What? Loser.
But he's cute.
What a loser.
But he's
cute.
But he's cute.
Come on. It's not my fault I was a pirate. And what about these incredible biceps?
Oh, every maiden must confess that she can see the moral beauty of making worldly interest subordinate to sense of duty. Would not give up willingly all matrimonial ambitions to rescue such a one as I from his unfortunate possession. From his position to rescue such a one as I from his unfortunate position.
Alas, each maiden won't confess that she can see the moral beauty of making worldly interest subordinate to sense of duty.
Oh, is there not one maiden here whose homely face and bad complexion has caused all hope to disappear of ever winning man's affection to such a one? If such there be, I swear by heaven's arch above you, if you will cast your eyes on me, however plain you will be, I love you. However plain you be, if you will cast your eyes on me, however plain you'll be, I love you, I love you.
Alas, there's not one maiden here whose homely face and bad complexion have caused all but one. No, no,
Yes, one.
'tis Mabel.
Yes, 'tis Mabel. Oh, sisters, deaf to pity's name, for shame. It's true that he is gone astray, but pray, is that a reason good and true? Why you should all be deaf to pity's name?
The question is, had he not been a thing of beauty, would she be sweet by quite as keen a sense of duty?
For shame, for shame, for shame. Poor wandering one, for thou hast surely strayed. Take heart of grace, thy steps retrace. Poor wandering one, poor wandering one. If such poor love as mine can help thee find true peace of mind, why take it, it is thine.
Take heart, no danger lurks. Take any heart but ours.
Take heart, for days will shine. Take any heart, take mine.
Take heart, no danger lurks. Take any heart but ours.
Take heart, for days will shine. Take any heart, take mine. Poor wandering one, for thou hast surely strayed. Take heart of grace, thy steps retrace. Wandering one,
Wandering one, wandering one. Take heart, take heart. Take any heart but ours. Take heart, take heart, no danger lurks. Take any heart but ours. Take heart, take any heart. Take heart.
What ought we to do? Gentle sister, say. Propriety we know says we ought to stay. While sympathy exclaims, free them from your tether. Play at other games, leave them here together. Her case may any day be yours, my dear, or mine. Let her make her hay while the sun doth shine. Let us compromise, our hearts are not of leather. Let us shut our eyes and talk about the weather. Yes, yes, let's talk about the weather.
How beautifully blue the sky, the glass is rising very high. Continue fine, I hope it may, and yet it rained but yesterday. Tomorrow it may pour again, I hear the country wants some rain. Yet people say I know not whether we shall have a warm July. Tomorrow it may pour again,
Wave to find that soul with peace and virtue beaming.
How beautifully blue the sky, the glass is rising very high. Continue fine, I hope it may, and yet it rained but yesterday. Continue fine, I hope it may, and yet it rained but yesterday. How beautifully blue the sky, the glass is rising very high. Continue fine, I hope it may, and yet it rained but yesterday. To fly, to sail, I hear the country voices say, we shall have a wonderland. We shall have a wonderland.
Cut. Listen up, everybody. I think we've made our point. Mabel likes me, and I like her. And the rest of you have really boffo voices. Meanwhile, my pirate pals are still at large. And at this point in the script, they're going to show up any minute. So we need to book it now.
Too late, Freddy.
Too late, Freddy.
Gasp!
Well, Fred, my lad, well done. Looks like you've already kidnapped a young woman to be your bride.
Are you kidding? As soon as 12 o'clock today, I'm totally opposed to that kind of behavior.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. So how did you manage to win over someone so clearly out of your league, Frederick?
With my words, boss. Who knew, right? But it worked like a charm. You and the boys ought to give it a shot.
May we take this opportunity to present our male community and regret with much rapidity our long history of stupidity. We shall forthwith put our swords to bed. We will try to use our words instead. We'll stop all complaining and assault, and we will stop mansplaining. It's our fault.
May we take this opportunity to implore your male community and repeat with much rapidity your long history of stupidity. By all means, please put your swords to bed as you try to use your words instead. You'll stop all complaining and assault, and you will stop mansplaining. It's our fault. You'll stop all complaining and assault, and you'll stop mansplaining. It's our fault. You'll stop all complaining and assault, mansplaining. It's our fault.
Can I just say something here? No matter how socially progressive we try to make this script by forcing you fellas to use your words and not your swords, our father is never going to go for any of this.
Why not?
He doesn't believe in marriage equality.
Are you telling us your father is anti-piratic?
Don't get me started. He's also sexist, bigoted, and homophobic. In short, he is the very model of an aging tabloid billionaire.
I am the very model of an aging tabloid billionaire, loving other people's scandals, publishing them everywhere. Love those big front pages where the paparazzi picture goes. Love the great big headlines and the smell of newsprint in my nose. But most of all, I love the thrill of telling tales that titillate. Even when they're false, I love the revenue they generate. I never ever dally over matters inspirational. Oh, yes. Instead, I bravely cover just the lurid and sensational.
Instead, he bravely covers just the lurid and sensational. Instead, he bravely covers just the lurid and sensational. Instead, he bravely covers just the lurid and sensational.
I am terribly old-fashioned and unrepentant troglodyte. I'm sure that juicy gossip is my sacred First Amendment right. In short, it matters scurrilous and scandalous beyond compare. I am the very model of an aging tabloid billionaire.
In short, it matters scurrilous and scandalous beyond compare. He is the very model of an aging tabloid billionaire.
I built a global empire while avoiding any failure. From America to London, way down to Australia. I don't believe in progress, I think nothing needs reforming. If you ask me, I would tell you to ignore global warming. I'm opposed to any changes that would equalize the sexes. A woman needs to know her place, I told my last 5 exes. A man must be a manly man from 3-piece suit to wingtip shoes. Wingtip shoes, oh, let me see. I can't abide mascara, and I will not abide tat.
He cannot abide mascara and he will not abide tattoos. He cannot abide mascara and he will not abide tattoos. He cannot abide mascara and he will not abide tattoos.
I'm fervently traditional, I'm fussy, I am fidgetal, and nothing makes me angrier than when the world goes digital. In short, it matters scurrilous and scandalous beyond compare. I am the very model of an aging tabloid billionaire.
In short, it matters scurrilous and scandalous beyond compare. He is the very model of an aging tabloid billionaire.
I simply loathe the internet, unscrupulous and greedy. I'm stealing all my readers who have gone to social media. Yes, all the dirt I like to find, then publish, print, and own as mine, was stolen by some high-tech boys who published all of it online. With their Facebooks and their Snapchats and with their Instagrams and tweets, the web moguls will destroy me, the dirty, rotten cyber cheats. In short, my empire's under siege by dark forces young and ruthless. Ruthless. That's a hard one. Still, I remain the Lion King, cause I'm the one most truthless.
Yes, he remains the Lion King, cause he's the one most truthless. Yes, he remains the Lion King, cause he's the one most truthless. Yes, he remains the Lion King, cause he's the one most truthless.
And so, dear daughters, be assured if some plague starts to spiral, I won't presume to ever Zoom, go virtual or viral. Because in matters scurrilous and scandalous beyond compare, I am the very model of an aging tabloid billionaire.
Because in matters scurrilous and scandalous beyond compare, he is the very model of an aging tabloid billionaire.
Let me just cut to the chase, sir. We would like to marry your daughters.
Absolutely not. I know nothing about you or your objectionable attire. Tell me, sir, who on this flat earth are you?
Why, we are bachelors, sir.
Nothing else?
They're pirates, Papa. The famous Pirates of Poughkeepsie.
Except for me. I turned 21 today, and I'm out of the game for good. Reformed and in recovery.
Well, that sounds promising. But as for the rest of you, I object to pirates as sons-in-law.
And we object to narrow-minded billionaires as fathers-in-law, but it is what it is.
I see. Well, clearly I need another way out of this. Let's see if this horrendous script can give me one. Aha! Gentlemen, if you marry my daughters, I will be left alone in my old age.
Well, you'll still have Fox News, won't you?
Just as I was left alone in my youth.
What do you mean, left alone in your youth?
I think you know exactly what I mean.
Oh, no. Don't tell me that you're an
orphan! O men of dark and dismal fate, go your cruel employ. Have pity on my lonely state. I am an orphan boy.
An orphan boy.
An orphan boy.
How sad. An orphan boy.
These children whom you see are all that I can call my own.
Poor fellow.
Take them away from me and I shall be indeed alone.
Poor fellow.
If pity you can feel, leave me my soul radiating joy. See at your feet they kneel, your hearts they cannot steal against the sad, sad tale of a lonely orphan boy.
poor fellow. See at our feet they kneel, our hearts we cannot steel, against the sad, sad tale of the lonely orphan boy. The orphan boy, the orphan boy. See at our feet they kneel, our hearts we cannot steal, against the tale of the lonely orphan boy. Poor fella.
I'm telling a terrible story, but it doesn't diminish my glory, for they would have taken my daughters over the billowing waters if I hadn't in elegant diction indulged in an innocent fiction, which is not in the same category as telling a regular terrible story.
It is telling a terrible story. She'll tell a delicious story. It's one of the cleanest waters that ever billowing waters. It is easy and elegant diction to call it an innocent fiction, but it comes in the same category as telling a regular terrible story. It's easy and elegant diction to call it an innocent fiction, but it comes in the same category as telling a regular story.
Although our dark career sometimes involved the crime of stealing, we'd rather think that we're not altogether void of feeling. Although we live by strife, we're always sorry to begin it. For what we ask is life without a touch of poetry in it. You may go, for you're at liberty. Our pirate rules protect you, and honorary members of our band we do elect.
For he is an orphan boy.
Yes, we're all for the orphan boy.
And it sometimes is a useful thing to be an orphan boy.
It is, we're all for the orphan boy. We're all for the orphan boy. Happy day with joyous glee, they will away and merry be. Happy day with joyous glee, they will away and merry be. Should it befall auspiciously, her sisters all will bridesmaids be. Should it befall auspiciously, her sisters all will bridesmaids be.
Oh, happy day with joyous glee, they will away and merry be. Should it befall auspiciously, her sisters all will bridesmaids be. Should it befall auspiciously, her sisters all will bridesmaids be.
this untimely hour, when happy delight is dead, and darksome dangers lower. See, heaven has lit her lamp, the midnight hour is past, and the chilly night is damp, the dew is falling fast. Dear Father, why leave your bed when happy daylight is dead? We'll try not listening to
Oh, Frederick, you have to help us. Papa is so miserable.
What's shaking, old man? You look hella depressed.
I am, son. I've brought dishonor to all my relatives buried here in the cemetery.
Well, hold on. Fact check. I thought you bought this priceless colonial estate with attached graveyard last year.
Oh, try not to quibble with the script, Frederick. The point is, these dead people are somebody's ancestors, and I've dishonored them.
Okay, I'll bite. How did you dishonor them?
I lied.
Don't all tabloid billionaires lie?
Oh, they do. But again, you're missing the point. I told the Pirate King I was an orphan. This may surprise you, Frederick. I am not.
So, why did you lie then?
I had no choice, son. I can't let my daughters marry such god-awful dressers. Really, all of those studs, those earrings, it's so unmanly.
Well, your big fat lie won't matter much after I have the Pirate King and his men arrested tonight.
I must say, I admire your sense of duty, Frederick, particularly since these criminals have been your lifelong friends.
A little OTT, right? But according to the script, it's the only way I get to go and marry your awesome daughter.
Well, it's bound to be a bloody battle when you try to take those ruffians into custody. Did you call the local constabulary for help?
They're off camera, waiting for their cue.
Are they dressed appropriately? Clothes make a man, Frederick.
Oh, when the foeman bears his steel, we uncomfortable feel, and we find the wisest thing is to slap our chests and sing ta-da-ta-da. For when threatened with the mutes, and your heart is in your boots, there is nothing brings it round like the trumpet's martial sound, like the trumpet's martial sound.
Go, ye heroes, go to glory. Go, ye die in combat glory. Ye shall live in song and story. Go to immortality. Go to death and go to slaughter. Die and every corner's daughter. With the tears your grave shall water. Go, ye heroes, go and die.
Go, ye heroes, go and die. Go, ye heroes, go and die.
Though to us it's evident, these attentions are well meant. Such expressions don't appear, calculated man to cheer, who are going to meet their fate in a highly nervous state. Still to us it's evident, these attentions are well meant.
Go and do your best endeavor, and before we sever, we will say farewell forever. Go to glory and the grave. For your foes are fierce and ruthless, false and merciful, and truthless, young and tender, old and toothless, all in vain their mercies crave.
We observe to greater stress on the risks that on us press, and if reference a lack to our chance of coming back, still perhaps it would be wise not to cop or criticize, for it's very evident these attentions are well meant.
Yes, it's very evident. These attentions are well meant. Evident, yes, well meant. Evident, ah, yes, well meant. Oh, you hear
Away, away! These pirates slay! They do not stay! Then why this delay? But they do not go! Yes, but they don't go! Go, just go!
Well, that scene was exhausting. I can't believe I had to lead those numbnuts into battle. But as we all know by now, my totally destructive character always has to do the right thing.
Hey, Freddie,
Who's that?
the king, and I don't mean Elvis.
Oh, for crying out loud.
And I, your little Ruth.
Oh my God. They actually put you in the second act?
Don't be snarky, Frederick. We know you're about to attack us, but we have some news first, and you're not going to like it.
Okay, I'm listening.
When you had left our pirate fold, we tried to raise our spirits faint, according to our customs old, with quip and quibble quaint. But all in vain the quips we heard. We lay and sobbed upon the rocks, until somebody occurred a startling paradox.
A paradox.
Paradox, a pet ingenious paradox, with quip and quibbles heard in flocks, but none to beat this paradox.
A paradox, the most ingenious paradox. The paradox. For some ridiculous reason, to which, however, I have no wish to be disloyal, some person in authority, I don't know who, very likely the astronomer royal, has decided that although for a month as beastly as February, 28 days as a rule are plenty, 1 year in every 4, his days shall be reckoned as 9 and 20. Through some singular coincidence, I shouldn't be surprised if it were owing to the agency of some ill-natured fairy. You are the victim of this clumsy arrangement, having been born in leap year on the 29th of February. And so, by a simple arithmetical process, you'll easily discover that though you've lived 21 years, if we go by birthdays, you're only 5 and a little bit over.
Dear me, let's see. Yes, yes, with yours my fingers do agree. How quaint the ways of paradox, a common sense she gaily mocks. Though counting in the usual way, years 21 I've been alive. Yet reckoning by my natal day, yet reckoning by my natal day, I am a little boy of 5.
He is a little boy of 5.
The paradox, that most ingenious paradox. A curious paradox. The most ingenious Well, this is just bullpucky. You mean just because I'm a leap year baby, I'm only 1, 2, 3, 5 years old?
I'm afraid it's in the contract, Frederick.
Meaning?
Meaning you're still apprenticed to us until your 21st birthday, which technically doesn't happen until you're 65 years old.
Holy guacamole. You don't expect me to believe this pile of crapola, do you?
Apparently we do, because your entire story hinges on it. And what's more, we expect you to join our hearty band for a reunion tour.
You mean you want me to leave my awesome girlfriend and go with Johnny Depp again?
Duty calls, Frederick.
Well, put a sock in it, Ruth. Do you really think I'm going to go get my busted pirate outfit again?
It's all in the contract, Freddie, which you signed when you joined up.
Okay. I feel like you got me by my nose hairs here, boss. I guess that means since I'm switching teams again, it's my duty to let you in on another plot point.
Most excellent, Fred. All right, excellent. Let us have it.
You know that billionaire, white hair guy with those daughters and no integrity?
Yes.
Not really an orphan.
What?
I checked it out. Complete lie. The guy has 2 bona fide parents, 3 siblings, and a labradoodle. He's played with you, boss. Went right for your pirate heartstrings.
I'm shocked. Utterly shocked.
I've tried to warn you.
Our revenge must be swift and terrible.
Oh, let's not overreact here.
No, she's right. I say we come back tonight for some high quality marauding.
Here, we steal all the valuables and need some gender equality.
Hey.
Hold on. Chill for just a minute. I have it on good authority, mostly my own, that the billionaire's estate is crawling with dancing policemen. This could get ugly.
No, Freddie, you don't know the half of it. Wait till you see how they've staged the fight scene.
Oh, good heavens, Frederick. What's wrong?
I just got really epically awful news, Mabel. It turns out my pirate apprenticeship isn't actually over.
But I thought it ended when you reached 21.
Turns out I didn't quite read the fine print. Because I was born on February 29th, that's a leap year in case anyone watching this has managed to miss that plot point. So I'm actually only 5. And I won't be 21 for another 64 years.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It's not my bad, Mabel. It's in the script. Once again, duty calls, and I'm off to join the pirates.
No, don't go back.
Don't sweat the small stuff, Mabel. I'll be back in another 64 years. I promise. And then it's game on, okay?
That seems like an awfully long time, Frederick.
Just hang in there and be faithful. That's all I'm asking.
All right, if 64 years is the best you can do, I guess I can make that work.
Excellent. Now it's settled. I gotta run. Places to go, things to do.
Where's Frederick? He's supposed to be our point man.
Poor Frederick is back with the pirates.
Raider!
Don't say that. It's not his fault. They made him sign a non-disclosure agreement. He's just honoring his contract.
Good man?
My Frederick is the best of men. That's why I agreed to wait for him.
How long will that take?
64 years.
Good woman.
I am the best of women. So Frederick's doing his duty. I'm doing mine. And now it's time for you bozos to do yours. Adieu.
We find this script extremely confusing, Sergeant.
It's a dumpster fire. The point is, we're supposed to hate Frederick for being a pirate, but admire him for doing his duty.
Still not following, sir.
It means we're supposed to do our duty too, and attack the pirates with or without Frederick.
But we are just wannabes. We don't know the first thing about combat.
And a fight like this could get ugly.
Believe me, you don't know the half of it. Wait till you see how they scripted the fight scene.
What we're trying to say is, maybe these pirates aren't so bad. I bet they just want what we want out of life. A wife, 2 kids, a latte from Starbucks.
I'm inclined to agree. There's a very thin blue line between being a pirate and being a cop. That's what makes our job so hard. When a felon's not engaged in his employment, or maturing his felonious little plans, his capacity for innocent enjoyment, is just as great as any honest man's. Our feelings we with difficulty smother, when constabulary duties to be done. Oh, take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not a happy one. When constabulary duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not a happy one. When the enterprising burglar's not a burgling, when the cutthroat isn't occupied in crime, he loves to hear the little brook a gurgling, and listen to the merry village chime. When the coster's finished jumping on his mother, he loves to lie a basking in the sun. Oh, take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not a happy one. When constabulary duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not a happy one.
A rollicking band of pirates we, tired of tossing on the sea, are trying their hand at a burglary with weapons grim and gory.
Hush, hush, I hear them on the manor poaching. With stealthy step the pirates are approaching.
We are not coming for plate or gold, a story billionaire Stanley told. We seek a penalty 50-fold for billionaire Stanley's story.
They seek a penalty
50-fold, we seek a penalty 50-fold. We seek a penalty 50-fold for billionaire Stanley's story.
They come in force with stealthy stride. Our obvious course is now to hide.
With cat-like tread upon our prey we steal, in silent dread our cautious way we feel. No sound at all, we never speak a word. A fly's footfall would be distinctly heard. So stealthily the pirate creeps while the household soundly sleeps. Come, friends who plow the sea, truce to navigation, take another station. Let's bury piracy with a little burglary. Come, friends who plow the sea, truce to navigation, take another station. Let's bury piracy navigation. Let's ferry piracy with the little burglary. Galley tread upon our way we steer. In silence tread our cautious way. Come, friends, to plow the sea. Truce to navigation, take another station. Let's ferry piracy with the little burglary. Let our tread upon our prey we steer. Outside the tread our cautious way we
Quiet, quiet, I see a light inside. Here comes the billionaire, so quickly hide.
Yes, yes, the old boy billionaire comes.
Yes, yes, the boomer billionaire comes.
Yes, yes, the boomer billionaire comes. Tormented with the anguish, dread of falsehood unatoned, I lay upon my sleepless bed and tossed and turned and groaned. The man who finds his conscious ache no peace at all enjoys. And as I lay awake in bed, I thought I heard a noise.
He thought he heard a noise.
Ah! No, all is still in dale on hill. My mind is set at ease. So still the scene, it must have been the sighing of the breeze. Softly sighing to the river comes the lovely breeze, setting nature all a quiver, rustling through the trees. And the brook in rippling measure laughs for every love, while the poplars and their pleasure wave their arms above. Yes, the trees for very love wave their leafy arms above. River, river, little river, may thy loving prosper be. A heaven speed the poplar tree, may thy wooing happy be. Heaven speed the poplar tree, may the wooing happy be. Yet the breeze is but a rover when he wings his way. Brook and poplar mourn the lover, sighing well today. Well today. Ah, the doing and undoing that the road could tell. When the breeze is out a wooing, who can woo so well? Shocking tales the rogues can tell, nobody can woo so well. Pretty brook, thy dream is over, for thy love is but a rover.
hat, and why does father leave his bed at such a time of night as this, so very incompletely dressed? Your father is and always was the most methodical of men, who says invariable rule to go to bed at 10:30. What strange occurrence can it be that calls your father from his rest at such a time of night as this, so very incompletely dressed? So very incompletely dressed at such a time of night.
Forward, my men, seize that billionaire there. His life is over.
The pirates of despair.
Yes, we're the pirates of despair.
Frederick here, oh joy, oh rapture, summon your men and effect their capture.
Frederick, save us.
Beautiful Mabel, I would if I could, but I am not able.
He's telling the truth,
He is not able. With base deceit, you work upon our feelings. Revenge is sweet and flavors all our dealings. With courage rare and resolution manly, for death prepare, unhappy old man Stanley.
Is he to die, unshriven on a nail? I'll stay him. Will no one in his cause a weapon wield? I'll stay him.
Yes, we are here, though hitherto concealed.
Rapture.
Lo, to our powers, pirates quickly yield.
Thank God that scene is over. And now it's time for the spoils of war. Sir, we will leave you your estate, but now we insist that you step aside and allow us to ask your daughters for their hands in marriage.
Absolutely not. I will never agree to such sacrilege. As an unrepentant chauvinist, I insist you ask me first.
But nobody in this video wants to marry you, old man. In fact, not one person in the entire cast likes you.
Be that as it may, I will not change. You must ask my permission first. It is your duty.
Well, Freddie, at this point in the script, I believe it's definitely over to you.
No. This is how everything in this jacked up story got started. I'm not doing one more thing out of a sense of duty.
And there it is, the painfully obvious moral to this ridiculous story. It's about time you Neanderthals figured things out.
What moral?
The moral is you have to think for yourself, Frederick.
Are you sure? I thought it was a satire on Victorian manners.
Until Liberator and Hersage got a hold of it, now it's a rousing and totally superficial call for gender equality.
Does anybody have the foggiest idea what my daughter is talking about?
Don't worry, Papa. I'm about to bring this story home. Frederick, will you marry me?
What? Are you asking me?
The script is 150 years old, Frederick. This is the least we could do to it. Ladies?
Gentlemen, will you marry us? We triumph now, for it's our turn. We will be presumptuous. We clear the way for us to say, gentlemen, will you
heavens we are shocked and mortified to have the tables turned on our proud sex.
Classist gender bending puts us under stress.
Confusing duties making us a mess.
Should we cower? Give up our power?
By Jove, we all say yes.
That time
We do, we bend our chant. By Jove, we all say yes.
I am undone, I must confess. Because for shame, they all say yes.
Because for shame, they all say yes. Because for shame, they all say yes.
We'll never make this country great again.
If every woman's getting her own way, perhaps I ought to step into the fray. Oh, build an you might be old and gray, but why not join me on this wedding day?
You mean I must evolve my intellect? Because you need to make this script politically correct.
That's pretty much the last thing in this show. Before